You're a foreign trained dentist who's applying to the CAPID cycle and want to learn how they can improve their profile and their chances to get accepted in the coming months, in the coming cycle. Well, this is the right video for you. If you don't know who am I, my name is Adriel William. I'm a foreign trained dentist just like you, and I'm also a CAPID coach. In 2019, when I applied to schools, about 15 of them, I got accepted to 4 of them. And since then, I've been working as a CAPID coach, preparing people for interview, personal statement, for their LORs, and throughout the CAPID process. And I've been making videos on YouTube since the past 5 years regarding this. And today, in this last month in July, I've been fortunate that I had a lot of candidates that I had been working, got accepted. Then after that, I became a US citizen myself, and I bought my first dental practice, and there were a lot of things going on. But one of the things that really hit me hard when I attended my citizenship ceremony and somebody else too, and during a couple of them that I've attended until now, I saw a common pattern while sitting there, while listening to the judge who gives you the certificate. He gives a speech. He talks to the immigrants, people who are going to become American citizen. He talks to them something, and I saw a common pattern. And then it clicked to me that the same pattern I see in dental schools or in other organizations. So here's one very important thing I'll tell you is that a lot of people will tell you that in order to get accepted to American program or a dental school or medical school, you need to have volunteer work. Well, it's true. A lot of people do that and they get accepted, but there are certain things that I've seen that the American society, that the American schools like to see in a student or in an immigrant, is that not just you come here and work hard and you're diligent and you want to pass exam and you want to show you're the most hardworking person. America loves that. America love hardworking immigrants because they give the fuel to the system. They give the power to keep things competitive and running. But along with that, they also want to see that you're coming into the society and you're also giving something back. You're not somebody who's just here to make money and take the dollars and go away. You're also giving back something to the society. And few of the things that are really, really close to the American society. And I want you to understand this perspective that you can go and do a community work in your temple, in your mosque, in food pantry. Yes, you can do it and there's nothing wrong with it. But there are certain things that the American society pay very high importance or respect to when you work among these organizations. And before I tell you more about it, I would request you if you can kindly hit the like button or subscribe to the channel. That will mean a lot to me and that will allow me to continue more videos like this. So, and I will also tell you at the end of this video that I'm doing a free Q&A session which you can join. So coming back to the video, when it comes to the volunteer work, the American society or the dental school do like to see your volunteer work. But if you have worked with a couple of different sectors, like working with the US Army, US Veterans, or US Air Force, working with these organizations, if you have served in any way, it pays very high respect, or that shows a sign of respect to the American symbol of the country, of the nation. So if you get an opportunity to volunteer at a random place, and as compared to a US Army or US Air Force or US war veterans, anything like that, do it, because that is held more respectful. And when I say it, you need to do a consistent level of work. It's not just you go in one day and you say, oh, I did volunteer work. They like to see some consistency. Along with that, they like to see if you work with patients or people who are suffering with opioid crisis, people who are dealing with overdoses, narcotics, and these kind of issues, because it's a very hurting spot for US, because most of these people are homeless or are war veterans suffering from PTSD. So it's kind of intermingled and interrelated, and the US society hasn't found out a solution to this. And why I'm saying this, because I'm a licensed dentist who writes scheduled drugs, and I know the importance of how controlled drugs are distributed and how there's an opioid crisis. So if you volunteer in this kind of thing and inform to the school or write in your personal statement that puts you in a better place. Along with that, if you work with people of underprivileged background like African American community, or people who are suffering from HIV, people who are LGBTQ, or any other like Native American reservation. So if you work with these organization or people coming from these background, that also shows that you're working with people who are who need care in the society. Along with that, if you work with refugees, immigrants, that's something I did. I think that's something very close to them as well. And along with that, working with some religious organization, Catholic services, some churches, that can also help you, because by the end of the day, American person, if you ask them, hey, go and work with the church or go and attend church, he'll like, I don't do that, my grandfather used to do it. But if you as an immigrant, when you go and work with a church or with a Christian organization or with a Catholic organization or something that is regarding the mainstream American uh, religious belief, that shows them that you're paying respect to the same thing that their grandfather did. Now, this sounds very weird that, oh, dental schools don't look at religion and all of that. They don't, but they do look at the social factor of things. And even though the schools might not be religious or they stay away from religion, but America is one of the most Christian country right now in the whole of globe. And you will, if you drive through 5 miles, you will see 6 churches. That's how it is, whether you like it or not, but that's how America has been made, and that's very core of their society. So if you work along these certain sectors consistently, and you have some kind of letters to back you up, that shows you that as an immigrant, you are more involved in the society of America. It's not just you are an outsider. Imagine if you're from India, Pakistan, Cuba, Middle East, Nepal, and there's a person who's coming from Australia in your country and who's just there to make money. You won't like that person. If some person coming from China and comes and work in India just there for money, they won't like him because he's there just for money. But if that person comes there and help in any kind of social work that is very close to the society's heart, you will like him. So imagine from their perspective. So that's one of the key things I'll tell you is very important. Along with that, well, I recently bought my first practice, and I'm grateful for all the people who have been helping me out. It's actually stressful. It reminded me of my time when I first landed to US. There's a lot of new things to do. It's a tough, and hopefully I'll share this story to you guys as well, who eventually want to buy their own practice. But it's quite a transition. But I've been fortunate that during this time, when I deal with stress, I get somebody's message, or they got accepted to a dental school. I have some people I really care about. They've been getting accepted. They've been, I would say, there are other people who got happiness in their life, and I'm really excited to hear that. And when you're growing and you see other people growing, it's just a different feeling. And I think I'm getting more mature and older in life, that I can enjoy other people's happiness too now. Beside this, I'm doing a free Q&A session. It's on a Sunday. It's on August 24th, which is a Sunday at 2 p.m. EST. So if you want to attend that, do follow my Instagram. And on the Instagram, I would be sharing a reel soon enough. It should be, you write CAPID up there and you can join the free Q&A session. Now, if you like this video and you want me to make more videos like this, write something in the comment or share it with a friend, because you might not understand. It makes a ton of difference for me when you do it. When you comment or you write something or you share, it just allows the algorithm to make more videos. Gives me the encouragement to take out time and make these videos. But I will continue to make more videos. If you need help with your Q&A, with your interviews, if you need help with your personal statement, with Colorado's application, you can reach out to me on my WhatsApp number below in the description, and I'll see you in a more meaningful video. Take care.